Greetings, Earthlings. I come in peace. My name is Andy Anderson, and I am one of the content instructors here at O'Reilly Media. With your permission, con su permiso, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm qualified to do training, okay? If you ask my parents, they'll tell you I started life at a very young age. My wife Bonnie will tell you that I can't go 60 seconds without trying to be funny, with the emphasis, according to her, on the word trying. I still love her. But I started working in things like watercolors, oils, and acrylics when I was pretty young. My father actually built me, believe it or not, a darkroom when I was about 11 years old and gave me a camera. So I guess you could say I've been messing about in creative areas most of my life. When the world moved into the computer age, I was there and I jumped in with both feet. I love it and I have never looked back. In my line of work, I use applications like Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere Pro, and others. I work on the Apple side with programs like Final Cut Pro and others. I work with a lot of different creative applications, but I don't just teach them, okay? I work with them practically on a daily basis, especially apps like Adobe Photoshop. Love it. My philosophy is simple when it comes to teaching. Left and right brain. Now, your left brain just happens to be the logical side, how do I do things, and your right brain wants to have more fun, and it wants to know why. So the left brain is all about how, and the right brain is all about why. And that's kind of another way to look at it, I guess. Now, let me give you an example. I'm teaching Adobe Photoshop at university. A lot of people know that program. And basically, we open the program, and I say to my students, if you click here, you create a whole new layer. So the left side of your brain is happy because it now knows how to make a layer. Or you click this button, you get a drop shadow. And this button, you get a bevel. And this button, you get text. On and on we go. And the left side of your brain is doing the happy dance. It really is. Because it now knows how to do things. But your right brain says, okay, we can make a layer, big deal. What are we supposed to do with that layer? Understand that all programs have a creative side, even applications like Microsoft Excel. Believe it or not, you can get pretty creative with Microsoft Excel. So when I'm teaching my courses, I want to be very sure that you logically know where everything is. However, as the course progresses, we will make the right side of your brain happy by being creative and having fun. Why not? Left and right brain skills are absolutely essential to being successful with any application. I don't care what it is. Now, another area that I like to work in is efficiency, and I'll just mention this. Did you know that if you learn shortcut keys and use them on a regular basis, you can save 1 hour, that's 1 whole hour, out of every 8 in a normal workday on a computer? Did you know that if you plan your projects out before you start them, you can save 20% of project development? That's 1 day in every 5. You've got more time that translates into more control, and that translates into being more creative because you have the time to experiment. So, the foundation of the courses that I teach give you the left brain skills to understand the program and the right brain skills to use it successfully. Now, add to that the simple fact that if you are more efficient, you're going to have more time to get the project done and get it completed on time or ahead of schedule. But don't do this to me. I'll have a student come in, say, hey, Professor Anderson, check this out. I made a really cool drop shadow. And I say, okay, cool. Why did you add that drop shadow? What's the reasoning? Don't ever say this, because I can. Most applications in the creative world are designed to communicate something, and that something would be what? A message. Have you ever seen, for an example, a commercial that is so outrageous that after it's over, you can't even remember what they were trying to communicate, market, or sell to you? We can go overboard in trying to communicate our messages to the point that the message gets lost in the theatrics, and these programs can do it. But I promise if you have good left brain skills combined with good right brain skills, you won't make that mistake. Well, I know. Guess that's about it. This is Andy Anderson saying, keep the faith, keep learning, and I will be seeing you around.